Well, hello everybody and welcome to MikeyTaylorGaming, where today we're taking a look into the world of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate glitches for the Nintendo Switch. Now I'm going to be honest with you guys right away here and tell you that I am an absolute idiot, because I updated the game halfway through recording these glitches, which means some of them were patched out. Fortunately though, I'm a smart guy, so I ended up finding a workaround for this. So without further ado, let's get on with this, and I will see you all at the end screen if I decide to make one this time. To start us off today, let's take a look at a throwback to Super Smash Bros. Melee. Remember the old invisible bomb glitch that Link could do from all the way back then? Well, once again, Link can activate an invisible bomb glitch. It's a little bit more difficult this time around, but it's still easily manageable with some quick button inputs. All you have to do is bomb drop onto an opponent by jumping and pressing R, then attack and catch the bomb with an up air attack. I know that this sounds easy, but to begin with, it seems impossible when you're trying to do it for yourself. Trust me, it took me forever to get this working at first. The best technique is to stand next to the opponent, press Y and R at almost the exact same time to jump and drop the bomb, then press up on the right analog stick to perform the up air attack. If you manage to get all the timings right, then the bomb will turn invisible, but it'll still be active on the stage, meaning it can be picked up if you know where it is, but that will turn it visible again. Or you can just remember where it's hidden and tactically detonate it when the opponent is close by. It's pretty interesting to have a returning glitch a few generations later on in the game's life, but trust me, this isn't the last recycled glitch we're going to see today, because there's another that slipped through Nintendo's fingers too. This next glitch is very situational and features Diddy Kong versus Pokemon Trainer. If Diddy is about to absolutely destroy the Pokemon Trainer with a side special, he can buffer a switch of Pokemon with his down special to cancel out the final blow, saving him from certain death. No matter how much damage the Pokemon Trainer has, he can always prevent the side smash from launching him off the stage. This has to be one of the biggest cheese strats ever, and it's really hard to avoid the retaliation fire from the Pokemon after the switch out, making it kind of overpowered. But hey, if it's going to save you a death, then who isn't going to use it, you cheaters? It turns out it was pretty helpful for the guy that used it in a tournament to stop himself getting 3-stocked. I'm not sure whether he knew what he was doing, but everyone else seemed pretty confused by it.
Wait a minute! What was that? That was shenanigans!
There's a great looking glitch that not many people seem to have covered involving King K. Rool's animations when up against Dedede. It's got some pretty specific steps to get working, but I think it's worth a look for the strangeness of it. Start off by setting up a training match on the training stage with the two characters, then set K. Rool's damage to 100% and have Dedede set to use only neutral specials. Reset the character positions with L, R and A and right away jab and kick Dedede away from you with a neutral attack so that he's knocked this far away from you. Now roll back and really quickly time a neutral special to have Dedede inhale the cannonball, turn around and use a side special to throw the crown and get hit by the cannonball's return fire. As you're falling down, get over to the edge and back onto the stage, and straight away you'll start to notice something strange here. Without pointing out what exactly this glitch is doing, you might only notice that dashing is completely screwed up and teleports K. Rool back before he can run forward. The same thing happens with rolls. Rolling just teleports him to where he would have ended up, which is kinda cheating if you ask me. I mean, how are the fighters supposed to hit what they can't see? On closer inspection of King K. Rool while this glitch is active, check out how he attacks and how the animations play out. All of them seem to be reversed. It's much easier to see what I mean when the glitched animations of the moves and the normal animations of the moves are seen next to each other. The best looking move that comes from this glitch has to be the up smash, because going from a belly flop to upright, that just takes skill. This doesn't only work on the training stage either, you can get it to work anywhere as long as the setup is similar and the crown is inhaled by Dedede after King K. Rool is attacked. It's just that the training stage provides a nice place to practice. The more you try out new things with it, the more messed up you realise it actually is. Unfortunately, I have absolutely no idea what causes this one, but like I said, Nintendo haven't patched it out in version 2.0.0, so make the most of it while you can. There's another graphical glitch that you could get to happen with K. Rool too, but this one was patched out. If your opponent has high damage on the Ice Climber's summit stage, you can use the blunderbuss to suck up an enemy in the tight area at the bottom, and when they're fired out, they'll be invisible. Unfortunately, I already updated the game before recording this one, so props to Ganondorf for the footage he uploaded showing this one off. It clearly gave the other player a slight advantage, since you wouldn't have been able to react as quickly to an invisible attacker. But hey, at least the overhead marker would have given you a clue about where they are, so it wasn't too unfair. Rool isn't the only fighter with a couple of glitches under his belt, because Dedede is hiding another one too. If he inhales an energy blast that's been reflected off of another fighter, then this happens. Yup, you really did just see that. For some reason, Dedede will fire the energy blast backwards once it's been inhaled, giving this strange effect. It's a good job that team attack is turned off, otherwise Samus would be taking a stinker of a hit. After 4 years, I can honestly say that the jokes on this channel just never get any better. There's a purely visual glitch that you can activate with Ken if you head to a stage where you can find water, and this one is one that you'll easily manage for yourselves. Have him jump into the water and perfectly time a strong Shoryuken by holding the B button as he touches the water below. The attack will launch and he'll land in the water, giving you this effect. Like I said, this is only a visual one, but it makes Ken look so much more intense. It looks like he's perfected his techniques like a fighter from Dragon Ball Z, and I like it. Shielding can be a great thing, until somebody decides to go in for the grab. If you're lucky though, you'll be playing as Rob against one of the Fire Emblem characters to find this minor glitch. For some reason, CHROM, Roy, Marth and Lucina can't dash grab Rob whilst he's shielding, which doesn't really seem too fair. They can do a standing grab on Rob, or if he's close enough to an edge, a dash grab will still work since he's got nowhere to shuffle to, but I'd say that's kinda cheating the way the game works on Rob's part. I'm sure we've all seen this one, but there's a pretty minor graphical glitch that you can get by activating a perfect parry with Kirby, followed by a reset of character positions in training mode. It's definitely easiest to do this by throwing a shell at something, since you have more control over when you release the item and when you parry. Just throw the shell, start to shield, and then release the shield right as the shell is about to hit him. If you manage to get the parry right, then Kirby will start to flash with golden eyes for a couple of frames. If you reset the character positions whilst he's flashing, it'll cause him to respawn with those golden eyes. Unfortunately, since you have to reset the character positions, it only works in training mode. Who knows why this happens, but I really want it to be a leftover of another part of the story mode where instead of all the enemies being red-eyed, they were golden-eyed for the light side of the game. That is definitely not the reason though, because every fighter has these golden eyes during a perfect parry, so it's probably just an oversight with Kirby. Would have been cool though. Now we're going to check out a glitch that's specific to Bowser, and man am I surprised that they missed this one during testing. This one works in any mode, but to make things simple as always, head into training with Bowser, head into the options menu and then drop a screw attack and a curry power up. Have him collect both of them and then just jump. Whilst he's in the air, he'll glitch into his T-pose animation, so that's a thing. It's cool to see, but it only lasts for as long as he's in the air for. It would have been better to see him floating around the stage in T-pose mode. For some unknown reason, this only works with Bowser. A lot of the glitches in this game have absolutely no consistency across characters, unlike the next one which looks like it would have worked with every character, but it was apparently patched out before I got a chance to record it. When will I learn? So, remember the first glitch in this video was a throwback to Super Smash Bros. Melee? Well, good news! Nintendo decided to give us a throwback to Super Smash Bros. 4 too, in a glitch that's almost identical to one found in the last game. The Nabbit glitch in Super Smash Bros. 4 was amazing. You could use Nabbit in the Mushroom Kingdom U stage to get opponents stuck to any fighter that you were using. All you had to do was grab him, throw him down, pause to glitch him out, and then down throw an opponent. Simple. Well, I'm glad to say that this glitch has made its way back to Ultimate 2, and surprisingly, it even looks a little better. There's just something about Nabbit that Nintendo can't quite get right, isn't there? Unfortunately, as I mentioned in the last glitch, this is one of the glitches that I couldn't record because I'm an idiot and I updated. On the other hand though, not all is lost, because you'll still get to see it in all of its glory if you head over to TakoichiTakoichi's channel that's linked in the description. This guy managed to show off some of the great things that you can do with this glitch, and he goes pretty in depth with it too, so as long as you can read Japanese you'll know exactly what's going on. This teaches me a lesson never to accidentally update before I record all the footage I need. I guess it's kinda lucky that there's still a ton of glitches that work in the version that I have, unlike this next one. Apparently, there's a glitch in the initial release of the game that lets Isabelle do a kind of teleport onto the stage instead of climbing back up when using her side special on the same frame that she's about to grab a ledge. At least, that's what people will have you believe, but despite being on this version of the game, I couldn't for the life of me get it to work. So here's a couple of clips from Sinclair and Celia to show you what it's supposed to look like. It looks super easy to do, as you can see by Celia doing it a few times in a row, but for some reason I just can't seem to get the right angle or the right timing, no matter how many times I try. I even went as far as to have a few friends try it out and none of us could get it to happen. But look, it's clearly happening in these clips. It's so annoying. The closest I got was seeing Isabelle throw the hook at the ledge, and even though the rod makes connection, it didn't actually grab onto it. Which is still a glitch, but it's frustrating that it's not the one I wanted to show off. At least there's another Isabelle glitch that I'm sure every single one of you must have seen by now. The Infinite Assist Glitch, an absolutely insane glitch that makes Isabelle use an assist trophy forever. And I've got to say, we haven't seen a graphical glitch this good since the last episode where we looked at the fog glitch in Ocarina of Time. The best way to test this one out for yourselves is by entering into training mode, selecting a stage, then having both players fight as Isabelle. At this point we should already know that she's totally OP, just by the roster having these heavy, manly man fighters all floating around on her row. She fits right in with these beasts, don't you think? So start the battle, head to the items menu and drop any assist trophy that you want, and that's really the only setup that you need. Get both of the Isabelles facing the assist trophy and then use their side specials so that they both get the line caught on it. Now, really you're going to want to be the person that hooked it first, because once the releasing animation is over, the first person to have hooked on will start releasing assist trophy after assist trophy, not letting up ever. It just looks amazing. Depending on the trophy, the other person stands absolutely zero chance of winning the match, I guess. There's no way to avoid some of the absolute madness that gets released into the game. I'm pretty sure it's impossible to even tell where you are sometimes. The only real chance you have to defeat your opponent is after you've been KO'd. That way you can head towards them with your invulnerability frames to attack them and cancel the glitch's effects. The good news is that this one works with every assist trophy in the game, but as you can imagine it's way more impressive with certain trophies. In fact, some of them, like the Squid Sisters, you'll get the infinite assist animation but only one assist will actually appear. This is about the best case scenario for the other Isabelle, giving them a chance to end the glitch by attacking your Isabelle. There's another strange effect with the Squid Sisters actually, because once the glitch ends, the glitching Isabelle will still be holding onto the capsule whilst fighting. Nothing that you do to her and nothing that she does will cause her to drop the capsule either. It's pretty strange. One of the most dangerous assist trophies to use during this glitch is the Devil Assist, because if you have bad luck, it'll screw everyone over and move the entire playing area off screen, instantly KOing everyone when they spawn. If you have more stocks than your opponent, it's an easy win for you though. And for all of you wondering why Waluigi isn't involved in this game yet, he's just a little overpowered for a fighting game, I think. I mean, he's absolutely relentless. Look at this. There's no way that he could be defeated. You might as well give up on the idea of Waluigi in Smash forever. Did you know that Cuphead had a glitch called the Infinite Spin? As it turns out, Nintendo steal glitches from other games these days. To see what I mean, start up a custom Smash, changing the items so that only Deku Nuts and Super Mushrooms spawn. Then choose any stage and start the fight with Ganon, Piranha Plant and either of the Animal Crossing characters. The setup for this glitch is really easy, but how quickly you get it to work is entirely up to RNG. We spent an hour trying to do this glitch and only managed to get it to work twice, so good luck. First off, you've got to have Villager or Isabelle put a Deku Nut into their pocket with the B button, then have Piranha Plant touch a Super Mushroom to become giant, then have the Pocket Fighter holding another Deku Nut. With this setup, throw the nut at the Piranha Plant to stun him, have Ganon do an up special from behind, then have the Pocket Fighter throw the other nut at the two whilst they're connected via fist. It took us forever to get this working, but eventually persistence paid off and you get this effect. Yay! For the amount of time we put into this, I really can't say it was worth it, so I wouldn't even bother trying it. Seriously. Any input will cause them to break apart, and I did it by accident and ruined the whole thing when I was celebrating. Go me! What a waste of time. So now that I've covered glitches in every Smash Bros game released so far, why not check out the other glitch picnics and comment what you think the best glitch I've covered on this channel is. For now though, that's all I've got for you guys. It's definitely worth your time to try some of these glitches out if you haven't updated your game for glitching purposes. Now I just want to throw a massive shout out to the top Patreon supporter of this month, which is Toadsbroat. If you want to help support the channel through Patreon, then there's a link in the description, but it's completely optional as always with Patreon, so if you don't want to do it, then don't, but if you do, then do. And with that, guys, that's the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll be sure to see you in the next one. And don't forget, I love you all. Mwah.